Good to see you, creator. I'm going to explain how to set up OBS Studio Audio Ducking for your live stream or recordings. What this means is that the sound from your game or audio tracks will instantly turn down in volume when you speak into your microphone. This means that your voice will be crispy clean every single time. Let's get some! At the end of this video, I will actually play you audio that's generated by OBS Studio Audio Ducking. It'll give you a good example as to what you will receive when you do it on your OBS Studio. Let's go over to OBS Studio right now, and I'll show you the settings. Okay, we're in OBS. I have two scenes. Scene one contains 3 audio tracks. Okay, I've got a mic track, which is labeled mic/aux. I have a song track, which is a funk track. It's one of those commercial-free tracks from YouTube. There it is there. And then finally, I have a desktop audio soundtrack, which reflects any sound that comes out on my computer speakers, and it comes through OBS. We're not going to worry about the desktop audio track for now. We're going to focus on the music track called Funk, and we want to make some changes to the parameters in there. Click the gear with your mouse and select Filters. And in the upper left-hand corner, you see Audio Video Filters. Click the plus underneath that and select Compressor and label that Ducker or anything that you want. I like to call it the Ducker. Hit OK, and it gives you a few parameters. Now, how I'm going to approach this is one of two ways. Either you want to noticeably hear the reduction of volume when you speak into your microphone. So when I speak, it turns the volume down at a level where you can actually hear the volume going boom, going down and then coming back up. Or you don't want to notice it. You want it to be more subtle. So I'm going to provide some settings for you that work for me for both those scenarios. So ratio. The ratio is the amount of volume being adjusted after my experimentation. If you have it up in the 30s, okay, which is at far right, you're going to notice it. If you put it down in the 10 to 15 area, it's going to be more subtle. So I kind of like to hear the volume coming down. It just sounds more like it's like a DJ in a way. So I like to kind of get it cranked up there. I'll put it at 28 for now. I'll put it at 30. Okay, there we are. The threshold, just generally put that around 30 and keep it there, okay? The attack is the rate, or I should say speed, by which the volume knob is turned down. It's best that you keep that under 5 milliseconds. You know, it's got to be fairly aggressive. The release or the return speed of the volume can be more subtle. If you want it to be subtle, you can put it around 500 or half a second. 500 milliseconds, that'll make the effect much less noticeable. If you want it to be more noticeable, you can put it around in the 200 area milliseconds. The output gain should remain at 0, and then the final selection is to designate the device or piece of hardware that will initiate the volume reduction, which of course in this case is my mic/aux track. So these effects will be applied when my mic reaches a specific dB, and it will immediately turn the volume back down and pretty quickly return it based on the 209 milliseconds that I've set here for the release. So let's close that. I'm going to turn up the music here. My name is Scott Victor. As you can see, the volume has turned down dramatically. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming by. So as you can see, it works beautifully. Keep in mind now, if you have more than one audio track that you want to be turned down, you have to apply those same filter settings to all the soundtracks that you want reduced in volume. If you like this tutorial, there's much more. Click this link right here. I have videos on NDI technology, IV cam, USB connections to your iPhone, countdown timers, and all kinds of cool scripts. I will catch you on the flip side. Stay strong and keep fighting. Yes!